It's Week 13, and we've got an AFC West showdown. Kansas City's looking to make it 12 straight wins over Denver. Can the Broncos snap the streak? Find out next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Chris Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On 4th down, is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. Running the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get the ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Bridgewater. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and again to Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completion. Are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. And try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. That result really no surprise. That's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. But now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Dalvin Cook, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Darius Slayton, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Broncos in that first half. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. That's not good. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. We got this. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 9. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now I don't think they have any choice.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code that he could not hang on to it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnose perfectly there.
And the final number here in terms of the top speed that he hit, absolutely absurd. Next-gen stats has him at better than 23 miles an hour on that one.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Second down and 3.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. That catch in his career is number 662, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah, who was a wide receiver at Alabama before he transitioned in the NFL. And we're seeing similar attributes here because the ability to play inside, outside, flex out, he can catch it from any position and turn it into a big play.
Now he's got his eyes on 700. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. Edwards-Helaire.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole.
First down, Bridgewater.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater now. Steps away to his left. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing. Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This is Gordon on the dump-off. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Bridgewater. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pinched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chiefs, they continue to make their case